Hi guys, it's attorney Kelly Bagla, the Queen of Business Law and your host of the Go Legal Yourself podcast. And it's time for me to bring another sidebar to you. And in today's sidebar, we are going to be talking about how to stay compliant with the law. So what do I mean by that? The reason why anybody would want to incorporate, one of the top one reasons is because incorporating protects your personal assets. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a sole proprietor and you are running a business, you're not listed with any state government, you haven't registered your business with them, you are just a sole proprietor. And yes, I've heard it. Does a DBA count as a registration? Not really, no. It doesn't provide you any legal protection. It only tells your community, your county where you live, that you are using this particular name. And that's the only purpose of a DBA. As a sole proprietor, if you get sued, whoever's suing you will be able to sue for your house, your cars, your bank accounts, your 401ks. That's all of your personal assets. They're all up for grabs. They can be attached to any judgment someone obtains against you for being, if you are a sole proprietor. If you are incorporated, someone can only sue your corporation and not you personally. So whatever you have in the corporation, if it's less than what you're worth, that's all they can sue for. Now, there's always however involved, right? So here's your however. The law says that you have to treat your company, your business, completely separate from you, and you have to comply with the law. So how do you stay compliant with the law? The bare minimum that you should do as an incorporated entity, and I'm only talking about corporations and not LLCs. As a corporation, you are required to keep annual minutes. Those are the bare minimum. You can certainly have monthly minutes when you sit down with the board. And again, the board can just be you, and that's okay. As long as you have a meeting with yourself, the date, the time, what was discussed, what was agreed, and sign off, those are minutes. There you are complying with the law. The bare minimum, as I was saying, every year a corporation has to elect its board, and then the board elects officers. So you have to have 2 sets of annual minutes every year for your corporation. Now, you're an incorporated entity and you get sued. What happens? Well, the opposing counsel is going to ask for your corporate documents to see whether you are treating your corporation completely separate from you as an individual. And you're going to say, absolutely, here are my annual minutes and here are my board minutes. And I was actually complying with the law as I was drafting these minutes down. And therefore, your personal assets are protected and they can only sue what's in the corporation. So that's what I mean by how to stay compliant with the law. Bare minimum annual minutes, bare minimum. That was fun. I sure enjoyed sharing that piece of information with you. And like always, please download our app from your app stores. Go legal yourself. Take a look at the show notes. You'll be able to contact me directly from there. You can email me. You can even call me and ask me questions. I'll be happy to even share the answers on air. And most importantly, you do have some attachments that we always attach, information, valuable information that you can download yourself and take a look at. My previous sidebar was on the new law that has been passed, right? New year, new laws. And one of them in particular is nationwide, and it is a wage increase law. We have the information for you as downloadable from the show notes. So please do download the app. You can even contact our prior guests directly from the app as well. It's been wonderful being your host for this sidebar. Until next time, cheers to your success.